Today I'm going to show you how to create a New Jersey State outline project, similar to this project here. To create this effect, we're going to be using a type of glass called confetti. Now, glass confetti are very thin sheets of glass, like this, and it comes in different colors and sizes. And you can break this simply by using your fingers to kind of break the pieces. Now, confetti is ideal to use when you're trying to create intricate shapes, such as that State of New Jersey outline. The supplies you'll need for your project are a clear glass base, a printed New Jersey outline, and we're actually going to be using this one here, a Sharpie marker, bags of confetti. We're going to have 3 colors for our project. I have red, yellow, and orange. You're going to need a glue container and a glue stick. First, place the printed New Jersey outline underneath your glass base. Next, you will need to take a Sharpie marker and trace the outline onto your base. Although you can leave the printed outline under your base while you work, you also want to trace the outline onto your glass base in case the paper shifts and moves at all while you work. Next, use the Sharpie to draw 3 relatively equal sections, one for each of the confetti colors that you have for your New Jersey outline. So here's 1 section, 2, and then 3. Next, you're going to use your fingers to start breaking the confetti bags or bags of confetti glass that you have into pieces. I'm starting with red for the top of mine. I'm just going to start breaking pieces. Then you're going to grab a container of glue and your glue stick, and we're going to start gluing our pieces of confetti. So I'm only putting 1 dot and then just laying the confetti piece in the dot of glue. And you want to try and stay in the outline as best you can. I'm going to put another dot for my next piece. And you can see I'm leaving small gaps in between the pieces because we want to get this effect here where it kind of looks like a mosaic with little gaps in between the pieces. So we're trying to keep those gaps as even as possible in between our pieces. So I'm going to put another dot. I'm actually going to break this a little more. Then another dot. Okay, so you can kind of see, I'll put the paper up so you can see it. I've started to create the red portion of the outline, and I've spaced the pieces pretty equally in between. So now I'm going to continue filling my whole section with red, and then I'm going to do orange in the middle and yellow at the bottom, using the same techniques that I used to fill the red. So you can see here we've completely filled in the red section. It's important that you try to come as close to the black outline edge as possible when you're filling it. So you see here I came pretty close because the black outline or the black marker will disappear once it goes into the oven. So I periodically lift it up to see what it looks like when it's off the paper, because sometimes it looks a little fuller once it's down there and you lift it up and you realize, oh, I need to fill in a couple spots or something. Also, you'll see that the pieces are different sizes. You can do big and small pieces, but it's up to you. You can make them all similar size, some, like I said, big and small. Also, you'll notice that the spacing in between is fairly even, so it creates that mosaic effect. So I'm gonna put this down and we're gonna move on to our next color, which is the orange. And just like the red, we're gonna break it with our fingers. And we're gonna just start adding those pieces. So I'm putting the dot of glue, and then I'm gonna put this big piece down on top and try to get as close to the edge again, or that black marker. Trim that. And you're gonna keep filling this just like you did the red until this whole section is full with that orange color. And again, try to come up as close to the edges as you did with the red so that it takes the shape once the marker disappears. So we've now filled in our entire orange section. So we're gonna move on to the yellow. And just like we did with the red and orange, we're gonna break the yellow confetti with our fingers and create little pieces. And just like we did with the other colors, we're just gonna start putting some dots of glue and adding our pieces in. And we'll continue this until the entire section is full. So I'm gonna add my dot for the studio's location in Morristown, which is about here, I guess. So I'm just putting a dot of glue, and then I'm gonna lay my polka dot there to mark that location. And then you're pretty much done. You're gonna bring this back to our studio, and we're going to fire it. And we'll place it into a frame like this so you have a little frame to display it in.